It's funny, I have a line in this speech that says, this is the point where I'm going to cry, but those of you who know me know there's going to be a lot of it, so get ready. Thank you all for being here today. I appreciate each of you making time to celebrate this important occasion. The good news is you won't have to attend another Fairmont State presidential inauguration for 20 years, so. This is a special day for me, and I am very aware that I did not get here on my own. So I'd like to start with some thank yous to those who helped me get to this stage today. First, to the Fairmont State Board of Governors, I'm deeply moved by the faith you put in me when you selected me as the 27th president and the unwavering support you've given to me over the past 9 months. Your service to Fairmont State University will lead us into a bright, secure future and ensure that we are serving the people of West Virginia, our local communities, and members of the Fairmont State family in every way we can. To the students, faculty, and staff of Fairmont State University, I have the best job in the world. Sorry. I know that sounds like a line, but I mean it. I truly love Fairmont State, and you are the reason why. I see how hard you work and how much you put into making this a great place. And I also know the best is yet to come. As I've learned your names, so many names, what you're passionate about and what drives you, I've discovered what I really love about being president. I get to be part of people finding themselves, exploring their passions, and doing what they love every single day. So when I wake up, I am energized because I know that amazing things are happening on our campus. And I'm excited to find ways to support all of the things that you love and care about. To our alumni, I was not lucky enough to have attended Fairmont State University, but hey, nobody's perfect. But you've accepted me as one of your own. Each time you tell me about the time you were here and your vision for the future, I am inspired. The enormity of the responsibility to carry on your legacy is not lost on me, and I am driven to make you all proud. To my friends in Fairmont, Marion, and Harrison counties, and the entire state of West Virginia, I lived in Harrisonburg, Virginia for 17 years, and my family and I built an amazing life there. Harrisonburg taught me it was okay to love a place, and I'll be honest, I was nervous about leaving behind what we had built. I worried it would be hard to feel connected and that we'd be seen as outsiders. Wow, was I wrong. From day one, it's been obvious to me that you care about this university. You have welcomed us as part of the community. And it's not just the big things like being here today or showing up huge on Day of Giving, but the hundreds of little things you do every day. Like bringing me Jan's hot dogs for breakfast, inviting me to your home on Christmas Eve, recommending great places to eat, including all the secret menu items, all of the things that make sure my family and I are adjusting well. These actions and hundreds more mean more to me than you could ever know. And I'm committed to partnering with you to make Fairmont State and the surrounding communities truly great. You don't make it to this point in life without an army of people making sure you succeed. So thank you to all my friends who traveled here from out of town. There are people from every stage of my life, which means there are lots of stories to be shared about me later. And as we watched the RSVPs rolled in, I was humbled by the fact that so many of you cared enough about me and my family to be here for this special day. I'm going to keep this part short, as my friends know what an emotional guy I am. But I do want you all to know this. I love you all. And I'm lucky to have each of you in my life. I would not be standing here without you. This is the part where I said I was going to cry, so I'm doing great. More importantly, thank you to my family. I'll skip the part where I say I'm going to cry. I am lucky beyond measure to have had people in my life who support me every single day. They've seen the best in me, even when I wasn't my best self, and they are my motivation every day to be a better person. Many members of my family are no longer with us, but I know that my grandparents and my father-in-law would be overwhelmed with pride on this day. And I try to honor their memory as president by giving love freely and telling people they matter every chance I get. To Dale, Linda, and Evelyn, thank you for always being my cheerleaders. It's important to me to know that you have always had my back and supported me in everything I've done. I'm intentionally not looking at my family right now while I talk about them. I told them beforehand I wasn't going to look. To my mom, I get this from my mom, so you can blame her. When you were young when I was born, so I often say we grew up together. And I'm thrilled that we grow closer every year. I learned to be a leader from watching how my mom interacted with others. When I think things like, and you've heard me say these things over and over again, we are all a work in progress, or I insist that we give people a chance to improve, it's my mother's voice that I hear in my head, urging me to be patient and to always see the best in people. This is a place I absolutely knew I was going to cry. To my daughter, Emmy. Definitely not looking at you. I would not be standing here today without you giving me permission to upend our lives in pursuit of something truly special. When I think about my motivation for being a college president, a big part of it revolves around making the world a better place for you. I know you're going to change the world, and I'm just happy to have a front row seat. You're not supposed to cry too. I was looking for tissues. To my wife, Alicia, I've said this before, I'm amazed that you agreed to spend the rest of your life with a 26-year-old version of me. But you've always seen the best in me, even when I did not see it myself. You're the person who's pushed me to think about the world differently every day. You were the first person to nudge me towards being a university president. You're the most caring person I've ever met, and I'm privileged to share our life together. Jeez. Emmy and Alicia, you are my anchors in every storm, and you've been invested in this journey every step of the way. The fact that you were willing to buy into my vision for how I could lead and are willing to be there helping me every day means the world to me. All right, I'm through the thank yous. I'm still going to cry more, but that's okay. Thank you. I got to look good for the pictures. So, when I first saw the announcement that Fairmont State University was looking for a new president, I told my family, this is the one. It's a public university in a beautiful location. It's the right size and close to lots of great places. So yes, it checked a lot of boxes. But lots of other universities meet that criteria as well. As I did my research, I found out there was something else about Fairmont State University, the city of Fairmont, Marion and Harrison counties, and the state of West Virginia that called to me. I wanted to be at a place where the potential was limitless, and this is it. Before I interviewed for the position, Xavier asked me, what's the one thing you want those who you meet to take away from your interview? And I told him, I want people to know that they are worthy of greatness and that I'm the person to help them get there. Every single day, I get to interact with people who are poised for greatness. When I come to work, I am driven by the fact that I am surrounded by individuals who just need some support. And that motivates me to show up when you need me, to fight for you when outside forces question your expertise, and to cheer on your successes as if they are my own, not just on this campus, but in the community and across the state. Over the past 9 months, I've supported you, I've listened to you, and what you've told me loud and clear is you need Fairmont State University to be great for the good of our students, faculty, and staff. And we need to be great for the good of our alumni, for the good of our communities, and for the good of the state. We are ready for this moment. All we have to do is believe that we are worthy of greatness. Fairmont State University must be the best university in the state. I'll say it again. Fairmont University must be the best university in the state. But what does it mean to be the best? What makes a university great? Greatness starts with people. So for them, that is to say you, Fairmont State should be a great place to learn, a great place to work, and a great place to call home. When we talk about a great place to learn, what do I mean? Many of you have heard me talk about my own journey as a college student. I struggled when I first got to college until I found my place. I went to a big university, so finding that was happenstance. But once I found my place, I found my people who would advocate for me every step of the way. I would not be standing here today if not through fortune alone I found my people. But at Fairmont State University, we're not going to rely on luck. We must work every single day to make sure that every student who walks through our doors has what they need to be successful and knows that we have their backs. We should have groundbreaking programs and cutting-edge facilities to implement them. If we're going to fulfill the promise we've made to our students to prepare them for the world, then we must continue to adapt and find ways to grow and innovate. It also means we must find ways to engage students outside the classroom, in our theaters, on our athletic fields, in our residence halls, here in the Falcons Center, and in every corner of campus. We must listen to our students and hear what they love about the world, and then find every way possible to support them. And we must do so in a way that ensures a college education remains accessible and attainable for every student who wants to obtain their degree. Compared to other universities, Fairmont State's programs and our facilities are a tremendous value, and we plan to keep it that way. Our students are a constant reminder of why the work we do every day on this campus is so important. Our students are brilliant and motivated, driven and caring, and some of the most engaged students I have ever seen. I told the first-year class that college students get a bad rap. We hear they're disinterested, self-centered, and only care about themselves. I told them I don't buy it, and I don't care what a bunch of people who aren't invested in their success think about them. And I've challenged students every day to show up and prove the naysayers wrong. I told them all they had to do was show up ready to be challenged and engaged, and we would have their back. And they are showing up. Every time I turn around, there are students asking to be involved and asking to be taken seriously. So every day, we need to find ways to answer that call and truly make Fairmont State a great place to learn. Our students are not the only people on this campus who make us special. Fairmont State must be a great place to work. We cannot serve our students, our community, and the world of higher education if we do not have a faculty and staff who feel they have a purpose and know their work is valuable, who feel they are valued every day. How do we accomplish this? The value of our faculty and staff cannot be measured by compensation alone. However, if we're going to be the best regional public in the state, we must work to make sure salaries reflect that distinction. We also need to demonstrate that we value our employees in other ways. First, by respecting expertise. Every single person who works on our campus has an expertise in the areas they work. That expertise must be respected, and when we need to solve problems on campus, solutions cannot start in my office. They must emerge from the people who are doing the work every day. So we're going to find ways to empower those who work on our campus. If the university is going to make changes, then you should have a say in what those changes look like. You won't always get what you want, but you should always feel like you've had the chance to express your opinion, share your experiences, and be seen and heard. We must also find ways to help people continue to develop. We are an educational institution, and I take the idea of lifelong learning very seriously. I know I will be a better president in 5 years, not only because experience as a great teacher, but also because I've worked hard to build connections around the country with people who I can share ideas with and learn from. It is critical that every single person who works on our campus has the opportunity to grow professionally. This means we must invest in you. We're going to launch several programs to grow capacity of our existing talent, and we're going to invest in making sure that every single one of our employees has what they need to grow professionally and personally. I know this campus is a vital place for our students, faculty, and staff, but they are not the only ones who call this place home. So what does it mean when I say this is a great place to call home? When I set foot on campus back in May during my interview, I got the sense that this university was not just a collection of buildings on a hill, but that this place really matters. It matters to alumni who built lifelong relationships here. It matters to a community that longs for genuine partnerships. It matters to students who need a safe place to learn. And it matters to faculty and staff who want to feel like they are making a difference. Fairmont State University must remain a place that matters. For our alumni, it's our duty to welcome you back often, to carefully steward your gifts to make this a great place, and above all, to listen to you. I have absolutely loved hearing your stories about what mattered to you when you were here. But I've also heard those ways you feel we may have lost those connections with you. We must find a way to make sure our alumni always feel at home on campus. Sure, this means tailgates and alumni reunions, but it also means building partnerships between our current students and their counterparts from previous generations. I know our alumni will jump at the chance, because every time I mention a project we need help with, I'm met with an alumnus saying, whatever you need. It's true when they say, once a Falcon, always a Falcon. And trust me, if you say whatever you need, I will hold you to that. Many of our alumni have remained in the community after graduation. Their presence is a part of what makes the city of Fairmont and surrounding areas such great places to live. But Fairmont State has its part to play too. If we are a public university, we must serve the public. We have to be ready to build a better world together. If we're going to be great, then the community must see us as a resource and a partner they can count on. The great part about a university is that we have resources to impact how a community grows, how a community engages, and how a community sees themselves. We cannot be successful in the community around us unless that community is successful, and vice versa. Universities are interesting places because they are these big, impressive buildings and beautiful grounds, and I've always loved wandering around a college campus and seeing how they're laid out. When I was younger, I would walk around a college campus and imagine what it would be like to be a student there. I thought it would be like to walk from class in different seasons and be part of a community. And then I went through my own seasons, first as a college student, then a faculty member, then a staff member, and now as president. I have learned over the years that a college campus is so much more than its physical attributes. There's a feeling to a college campus too. Each campus has its own sense, and the best ones feel hopeful. They are places where people aren't afraid to dream, where people feel secure enough to share their audacious aspirations. People on the best college campuses believe that their greatest days are yet to come. So I embark on this journey with all of you, and I come back repeatedly to the question we asked to launch our strategic planning process. What kind of society do you want to live in? I want to live in a society that helps people reach their potential. I was a debate coach for 25 years, and part of me will always think of myself as a coach. The thing I loved best about coaching wasn't the winning. Instead, it was guiding people to accomplish things they never dreamed were possible. I want to live in a society where people feel supported. It's amazing what people can accomplish when someone says to them, I know you can do this, or let me show you the way. My greatest mentors saw something in me and pushed me to pursue it. And in the process, they demonstrated an important truth. Support is not represented through blind platitudes, but in the honest belief that if someone is willing to put in the work, they can not only achieve their goals, but they can also be greater than they ever imagined. I want to live in a society where we believe tomorrow will be better than today. I know for many people it doesn't feel that way, and I think we have to be at the center of turning that perception around for them. We can become this type of society, but it's going to take all of us working together, students, staff, faculty, alumni, our board of governors, our friends in the legislature, and our community partners. Furthermore, not only can we do it, but as a regional public university in Appalachia, we are uniquely obligated to do it. I know in my heart that the moment for the regional public university is here, and that means Fairmont State's moment is now. We can do things that the giant flagships and private schools with exorbitant tuitions aren't built for. Access to innovation, innovative learning, caring service, quality academic programs, bright people, and some more supportive communities are our cornerstones, and it can only happen at a great place like Fairmont State University. We are founded on a rock-solid mission to serve the public, yet we are nimble and flexible enough to serve the needs of humanity. We fuse traditional academic rigor with hands-on learning, so students leave here not just ready for their first job, but for their career. The combination is rare and sorely needed in today's society. Fairmont State will answer the call because we understand this is our moment. Some days I wake up and it's still hard to believe I get to be president at Fairmont State University. I truly love it here, and I love being your president. This is a great place because it's driven by great people. I promise to spend the rest of my career making sure that we seize the moment in front of us and reach our full potential as an institution and as individuals. The future of Fairmont State has never been brighter. Thank you.